Time for some things that I hate. So according to Breitbart.com, a study of OpenAI's ChatGPT conducted by researchers at the University of East Anglia in the UK shows that the market-leading AI chatbot has a clear bias toward leftist political parties. Now, we knew this for a fact. I mean, you can see our YouTube video that we did where I have discussions with ChatGPT and where it will write glowing poems about Joe Biden, and then it will refuse to write anything laudatory about Donald Trump. Like, there are obviously parameters that have been placed on these chatbots, on these AIs, that make them more left-leaning, without a doubt. The study, published in the journal Public Choice, shows ChatGPT under its default settings favors Democrats in the United States, the Labour Party in the UK, and President Lula da Silva of the Workers' Party in Brazil. Researchers asked ChatGPT to impersonate supporters of various political parties and positions, and then asked the modified chatbots a series of 60 ideological questions. The responses to these questions were then compared to ChatGPT's default answers. This allowed the researchers to test whether ChatGPT's default responses favor particular political stances. To overcome difficulties caused by inherent randomness of the large language models, each question was asked 100 times, different responses were collected. What they found is that, of course, there was serious political bias to AI. That, of course, is not a shocker at all. As we've said, you can go to ChatGPT right now and you can try it out. My producers, because, this is what they do in their off time, they actually ran through ChatGPT a query for a musical about me. That was actually the query. It's just a musical about Ben Shapiro. What exactly was the ChatGPT response? It was an entire musical about how I realized that I've been wrong about my politics forever. That's according to the AI. The title is The Righteous Mind, a Ben Shapiro musical. The show opens with Ben Shapiro and his conservative political commentator persona addressing a crowd of supporters. He sings about the importance of individualism, the dangers of collectivism, and the need for personal responsibility. As the scene transitions, we see Ben in his personal life, struggling to balance his professional success with his family life. He sings a heartfelt ballad about the difficulties of balancing his public persona with his private self. Okay, so, first of all, off the rails immediately. Immediately. Let me just tell you, there is no difficulty balancing my family life with my professional life. We were just in Georgia for a small family vacation. And as my producers will tell you, and everyone else at the airport, I'm literally carrying around my kids all the time. Literally physically carrying around my kids all the time. So, yeah, good job, AI. Act 2. The second act opens with a dramatic showdown between Ben and a liberal counterpart debating the role of government in society. The two characters engage in a fiery duet, each defending their respective positions. As the show nears its conclusion, Ben begins to question his own beliefs and principles. Thank you, AI. He sings a soul-searching solo about the importance of empathy and understanding, and how these qualities can be reconciled with his conservative values. First of all, it is the left that has no empathy and no understanding. It is the left that truly believes that instead of actually, taking care of people on a personal level, you should just give them money. And other people's money at that. It's the least empathetic position. Hey, look, a poor person. Should I help that poor person? No, I should let the government help the poor person by taxing Bob. Not true empathy. Hey, look, grandma's suffering. Should I take her in my home and take care of her and help pay her bills? No! I will make the government tax that guy over there, and they will take grandma and stuff her in an old age home, and we'll pay Social Security for it. So much empathy on the left. So empathetic. The finale brings the entire cast together for a rousing ensemble number celebrating the power of diversity and the importance of respectful discourse in a divided society. Overall, says the AI, The Righteous Mind is a thought-provoking and entertaining exploration of politics, family, and personal identity featuring the dynamic talent of Ben Shapiro. So first of all, no one wants to see me in a musical. If you want to see me sing, you have to pay to be an all-access member and watch me sing for my supper. It is painful for all involved. But as always, again, I know the people who are writing the AI programs, folks, and they're almost universally to the left. So it's not a shock that the AI reflects human foibles. You know a company is looking out for you and they actually upgrade your service and don't charge you for it. This is great news for new and current Pure Talk customers. Pure Talk just added data to every plan and includes a mobile hotspot with no price increase whatsoever. If you've considered Pure Talk before, but you haven't made the switch, take a look again. For just $20 a month, you'll get unlimited talk, text, and now 50% more 5G data plus their new mobile hotspot. This is why I love Pure Talk. They are veteran-owned. They only hire the best customer service team located right here in the United States of America. Most families are saving almost $1,000 a year while enjoying the most dependable 5G network in the country. I've been using Pure Talk myself for all of my business phone calls, and I consider my business phone calls very important, so I wouldn't trust them unless I actually believed in their coverage. Well, it's good enough for me. It should certainly be good enough for you. Remember, you vote with how you spend your money. Stop supporting woke wireless companies that hate your guts. When you go to puretalk.com/Shapiro, you'll save an additional 50% off your first month because they actually value you. That's puretalk.com/Shapiro. Pure Talk is wireless for Americans by Americans. Go check them out right now. puretalk.com/Shapiro. PureTalk.com/Shapiro. Save an additional 50% off your very first month of coverage to get started. PureTalk.com/Shapiro. Everyone knows I love that Helix mattress, but did you know they just launched their newest, most high-end collection, Helix Elite? Helix has harnessed years of extensive mattress expertise to bring their customers a truly elevated sleep experience. The Helix Elite collection includes 6 different mattress models, each tailored for specific sleep positions and firmness preferences. I've had my Helix mattress for 7-8 years at this point. It is fantastic. It is the thing that allows me to stay alive given my lack of sleep. Nervous about buying a mattress online? You don't have to be. Helix has a sleep quiz. It matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress, because why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? I took that Helix quiz. I was matched with a firm but breathable mattress. It's great. Again, it is the thing that basically allows me to have any level of energy whatsoever, given the fact that my energy is being taken up by 4 young children plus dog. Go to helixsleep.com/Ben, take their 2-minute sleep quiz, find the perfect mattress for your body and sleep type. Your mattress will come right to your door, shipped for free. Plus, Helix has a 10-year warranty. You can try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. For a limited time, Helix is offering up to 20% off all mattress orders, plus 2 free pillows for our listeners. It's their best offer yet. Hurry on over to helixsleep.com/Ben with Helix. Better sleep starts right this moment. Joe Biden is offering all sorts of failures for Republicans to pick up on, including failures in Hawaii. And Joe Biden is going to be going to Maui, but the amount of aid that he's offered to families is like $700 a family, which doesn't even pay for the amount of money that each family in Lahaina has paid for the Ukraine war. Seriously, like the amount of money in taxes, if you prorate it across the economy, what you see is that people in Lahaina have paid more than $700 for the war in Ukraine and are getting less than $800 back from the federal government when their house burns down. Karine Jean-Pierre, however, has been using the magic words whole of government approach, which is a way of saying we have no idea what we're doing, but we'll say a thing.
The entire nation is grieving with you and is going to be with you as you rebuild and recover. We are not going to go anywhere until that occurs, that happens. The president is going to continue to marshal a whole of government effort approach, as he has done from day one, with having dozens of federal agencies and agencies and departments on the ground, helping local partners and state partners get the assistance, the federal assistance that these survivors need. And this is incredibly important. This is something that the president takes very seriously.
Well, he'll be flying directly over East Palestine, Ohio, when he heads on over to Maui, as per his usual arrangement. Again, Joe Biden is a target-rich environment. New AP poll out today, only 36% of American adults approve of Joe Biden's handling of the economy. Only 42% approve of his overall performance. People, by the way, really, really overall do not want to see a Biden-Trump rematch next year. Here is the AP poll. Okay, would you like to see each of the following individuals run for president in 2024 or not? Joe Biden, 75% no. Donald Trump, 69% no. So obviously this is what we're going to do. I mean, meanwhile, we have been hearing about this Hawaii wildfire. It's a disaster, obviously a major, major disaster. But one of the things we've been hearing from the media is that it's all about global warming. It's not about global warming. It's about, as always, human failure. According to Cliff Mass, who is a professor at the University of Washington Atmospheric Sciences, Hawaii fires are not connected to climate change. He told my friend Jason Rantz over on KTTH, he said, no, they have nothing to do with climate change, like zero. He says they were due to a combination of dry and invasive grass and powerful wind that accelerated the spread of the fire, not climate change. He says there's an area of extensive grass. The grass was more bountiful than normal because there was a lot of precipitation over the winter. You had a lot of grass. A lot of that grass is not natural grass. It's invasive stuff brought over in the last century. They had an extraordinarily strong windstorm. So it really had nothing to do with anything except for that. The windstorm likely destroyed a power line, creating a spark that ignited the grass. The only thing that could have been done is to warn the locals, and this is where the failure kicked in. Apparently, according to the Wall Street Journal, during the 2019 wildfire season, one of the worst Maui had ever seen, Hawaiian Electric concluded it needed to do far more to prevent its power lines from emitting sparks. The utility examined California's plans to reduce fires ignited by power lines, started flying drones over its territory, and vowed to take steps to protect its equipment and its customers from the threat of fire. Nearly 4 years later, the company has completed little such work. Between 2019 and 2022, it invested less than $245,000 on wildfire-specific projects on the island, regulatory filings show. It did not seek state approval to raise rates to pay for broad wildfire safety improvements until 2022 and has yet to receive it. The blazes caused at least 110 deaths, destroyed Lahaina, and resulted in an estimated billions of dollars in damage. Hawaiian Electric said it would investigate any role its infrastructure may have played and coordinate with a separate probe into the fire launched last week by Hawaii Attorney General. There's also reports that a silent alarm went off, which is completely useless. So once again, human failure, generally to blame for massive natural disasters, in the same way that faulty building in New Orleans led to the full-scale disaster that was a result of Hurricane Katrina. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.